So this is about international students versus Canada. And that's the ultimate challenge, from getting your study permits to survival. Why is IRCC limiting international students here in Canada, despite the fact that Canada has been a top destination for international students? And we had seen this huge surge in number of study permit applications that are submitted to IRCC. So in the year 2023, Canada brought in a total number of 650,000 international students. And in the year 2024, IRCC, they introduced a cap on international students. Thereby, they brought the number down to 360,000 students. And that is a huge gap. And it will further decrease down by 10% in the year 2025. Now, let's think about it. Why was there a need for IRCC to make such a change? IRCC and Canada, the Canadian government, they keep on repeating themselves that they value international students. But there were several factors, and I would say negative trends, which led the Canadian government to place in these dramatic measures. So let's talk about those negative trends. Now, work permits being issued to students by IRCC can be seen as a little bit controversial. I mean, if you study here in Canada, there's a demanding course load, and with part-time work, it can lead students to a burnout. And this will actually lead to poor academic performance, and that will trigger international students to drop out from their academic institutes because they will be frustrated. They're not able to survive here in Canada due to high cost of living. And at that point, they think the best action they can do is to drop out and look for full-time job offers, then apply for work permits. And this will send a wrong message to other students that dropping out from school in exchange of a work permit is the right thing to do. And this can also put down other students who are working hard to complete their studies. They will also feel let down. And then we have employers in Canada who are exploiting these international students. They're offering them low wages, and at the same time, they're given poor working conditions. Now, despite of all of these challenges, Canada still offers excellent pathways to students in order for them to transition from a temporary foreign worker into a permanent resident. That means you need to complete your studies, get a work permit, and then find an appropriate immigration program that can help you transition into Canada. So this brings us to Canadian Experience Class that's linked with Express Entry System. You just need to work in Canada for about 1 year in order for you to be eligible. You can also look out for PNP streams at the provincial level. We're also interested in students, and this actually starts with the postgraduate work permit. It can be issued for up to 3 years. And of course, you also have other immigration pathways for students who are looking to transition to become a permanent resident of Canada. And lastly, given the strict policies introduced by IRCC, what can the students do in order to help them establish in Canada? So for this, they should choose recognized institutions. They should focus on high demand fields that are in demand in Canada. Avoid fraud at all costs. You need to get Canadian work experience. And of course, you need to stay informed. Anyways, while Canada's immigration landscape is changing, international students remain an essential part of our country's future. It's important to be informed, prepared as you pursue your Canadian dream.